Traveling through Athens, the most beautiful capital of Greece. Tourist spots. Why go to Athens? Few cities rival Athens when it comes to historical importance. As the sun rises over the smooth marble monuments of the Acropolis and fills the cobblestone streets along its base, the people of Athens emerge from their homes and head to local markets or sidewalk games of chess. Life moves more slowly, as if the entire city is reveling in blissful retirement from its glory days as a political and cultural powerhouse. But as the sun sets, Athens' contradictions come to light. The air thickens with the aroma of spiced lamb and music from a nearby taverna. Dance clubs blast rock music amidst ancient columns, and the bright lights of Omonia Square mirror the glistening columns of the Parthenon, illuminated for all to see. Best things to do in Athens. It's difficult to become bored in Athens because the city has everything from historic buildings and medieval churches to top-notch museums and upscale shops. Exploring the Acropolis and ancient Agora's breathtaking ruins, including as the Parthenon, Erechtheion, and Temple of Hephaestus, is one of the main attractions. But you should also allow time to see the National Archaeological Museum, the Acropolis Museum, and Plaka's ancient alleyways. You could even be able to see a play in the Herod Atticus Odeon, depending on the time of your visit. Acropolis Museum. The Acropolis Museum, located in the Makrogianni neighborhood of central Athens, contains a variety of Acropolis-related artifacts, as its name would imply. A relief of Athena Nike, a number of carved statues from the Erechtheion, and a gallery filled with numerous Parthenon relics are among the main attractions. The Acropolis does not have any public parking. Nevertheless, visitors can take the metro to the Acropolis station or a number of buses to stops that are close to the building. The museum's hours change depending on the day and the time of year, but they often start at 8 or 9 a.m. and end between 4 and 10 p.m. You can buy attraction passes online or at the museum's ticket office for €5, less than $6 each. All of the exhibitions on the premises, as well as the reading lounge, which offers free Wi-Fi, shops, restaurants, and restrooms, are all accessible with a ticket. Every year, free admission is provided on March 6th and 25th, May 18th, and October 18th. This museum does not offer guided tours, however every day, archaeologists give talks about the artwork on the property. Erechtheion. The Erechtheion was built between 421 and 406 BC as a location for Athenians to worship Erechtheus, the mythical king of Athens, and several Greek gods. It is situated north of the Parthenon within the Acropolis complex. Despite being smaller than the Parthenon, this edifice is one of the Acropolis' most striking because of its Eleusinian gray stone frieze, numerous sculptures, known as caryatids, and other distinctive elements. Except for significant Greek festivals, the Erechtheion is open every day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. A ticket for the Acropolis is required for visitors, and it costs between €20 and €30, or $22 and $32.50 each person. While unified tickets cover one entry to the Acropolis, ancient Agora, and the Archaeological Museum of Kerameikos within a 5-day period, standard tickets give 1 day's access to all of the Acropolis attractions, including the Erechtheion, as well as amenities like restrooms, beverage concessions, and a gift shop. Although there is a tiny parking lot on site, driving in central Athens is not advised. Instead, think about taking the bus or other form of public transportation to get to the Erechtheion. From the attraction, you may walk to 4 metro stations: Acropolis, Sigrafix, Monastiraki, and Thysio. Visit the Odysseus website of the Hellenic Ministry of Culture and Sports for further details. Acropolis. There are other Acropolis, the plural of Acropolis, in case you were wondering, across Greece, but this one in the center of Athens is the one that attracts the most tourists. It's actually frequently called as just the Acropolis. The Parthenon, the Temple of Athena Nike, and the Erechtheion are just a few of the monuments and ruins found at this site, which is an elevated, flat-topped rock. The journey to the Acropolis, according to visitors, is equally as memorable as the sights it contains. To avoid peak temperatures and crowds, many advise starting your trek in the early morning or late afternoon if you decide to give it a try. Arrive just before sunset for the most beautiful pictures and scenery. There is an elevator available for visitors with mobility challenges, although several visitors observed others having difficulty navigating the property's gravel roads and lack of ramps in wheelchairs. Ideal seasons to visit Athens. The ideal months to visit Athens are March through May and September through November. Sunshine is essentially a given during these pleasant spring and autumn months. In addition, there are fewer people around and it is simpler to find hotel and airfare discounts than in the summer. But don't worry if you decide to travel during Athens' winter months of December through February. Despite being cold, Athens' winters are not too harsh, in part because of Greece's Mediterranean position. Meanwhile, the months of June through August are oppressively hot and crowded with tourists, making sightseeing unpleasant and difficult. Athens climate. How to navigate Athens. The metro and strolling are the ideal ways to travel around Athens because most of the city's top attractions are close to one another or can be reached on foot or by metro. Since parking is scarce and traffic is congested, hiring a car is really little more than a hassle. You can use the metro's Line 3 or one of the 4 express airport buses while traveling from the nearby, less than 23 miles southeast, Athens International Airport, ADH. Plan to take the train or one of Greece's buses to get to Athens from other regions of the nation. Additionally, you'll probably arrive by ship from other Mediterranean locations like Crete, Santorini, or the Saronic Islands. You'll likely dock in the port city of Piraeus while traveling to Mediterranean sites like Crete, Santorini, or the Saronic Islands. From there, you may take a short taxi or metro journey to get to central Athens.